What's up guys, Jake Does Turtles back at it again with another Pokemon Go PvP video, and in today's video we are going to be analyzing Raichu's place in the Rainbow Cup meta. Now I feel that Raichu is the best electric type in this meta, and I am going to prove to you why in this video with facts from PvPoke and battle simulations. So without further ado, let's hop into the analysis. So, if you guys are planning to run Raichu in your Rainbow Cup, it is going to be a Legacy Raichu with Thunder Shock, Thunder Punch, and Wild Charge. I used this in my first Rainbow Cup tournament, and Raichu was a beast. He was so good as a lead, he was good in the back, and he could do a lot of things for shield baiting, guys. With that Thunder Punch and that Wild Charge can do some pretty good damage against Pokemon when needed. So you may be asking how we're going to do this analysis. We are going to do this analysis through various steps on PvPoke. We are going to analyze it quantitatively via the statistics on PvPoke, percentages and stuff like that in no shield and shield scenarios in battles versus other Pokemon, and then we are going to do qualitative data, which is going to be our battles, which is going to be Raichu in different stages of the battle as a lead, as a closer, and we're going to see how it does, guys. So without further ado, let's definitely get into all of this analysis. So we are going to put Raichu up against the rest of the Rainbow Cup field, and it is going to be ranked number 13 overall with an 89.2 rating on PvPoke in the Rainbow Cup. So, as a lead in the Rainbow Cup, Raichu is going to be coming in at 15th with a 79.5 rating on PvPoke. So Raichu is ranked pretty highly as a lead, and it is ranked even higher as a closer. It comes in at number 11 with a 90.3 rating. So Raichu can lead and it can close. What about its attack? It ranks number 62 on PvPoke in the Rainbow Cup with a 53 attack rating. So according to PvPoke, Raichu is an average attacker, but as a defender it is ranked number 10 with a 94.7 rating. But what about Raichu, guys? Where is its place? How does it stack up against the rest of the electric types in the meta? Let's find out. So first we're going to look at how Raichu performs in battle when it has 0 shields against its opponent that also has 0 shields. And all these opponents are going to be in the Rainbow Cup meta, and we are going to be facing Raichu up against the other electric types in the Rainbow Cup meta and comparing their win percentages with 0 shields. So without further ado, coming in at number 1 in the Rainbow Cup meta for the electric types is Lanturn with a 72.8 win percentage with 0 shields. Coming in at number 2 in the electric type meta in the Rainbow Cup with 0 shields is Raichu with a win percentage of 65%. Number 3 in the electric type meta with no shields is going to be Raikou with a 63% win percentage. Coming in at number 4 in the electric type meta with no shields is going to be Electrode with a 60.9 win percentage. Coming in at number 5 of the electric types in the meta is going to be Electabuzz with a 59.8 win percentage with no shields. And in 6th place, the last of the electric types in the meta to win with 54.3% in no shield scenarios is Magneton. So guys, we've seen that Raichu performs very well with no shields. It is the number 2 ranked of the electric types in the meta, but what about with 1 shield? How does it perform with 1 shield against its opponents and against the other electric types in the meta? So coming in ranked number 1 in a 1 shield scenario against the rest of the Rainbow Cup meta, it is Raichu with a 72.8 win percentage. Coming in at number 2 in the electric type meta with a 68.5 win percentage with 1 shield is Electabuzz. Number 3 in 1 shield scenarios is going to be Raikou with a 62% win percentage. Coming in at number 4 in the electric type meta with 1 shield is going to be Electrode with a 59.8 win percentage. Coming in at number 5 is Lanturn with a 54.3 win percentage with 1 shield. And rounding out our list at number 6 is Magneton with a 43.8 win percentage with 1 shield. I'm guessing you guys are starting to see a theme here. So at the end of our 1 shield quantitative testing, it appears that Raichu is ranked number 1 in 1 shield scenarios. And what about those 2 shields though, guys? What is Raichu going to do with 2 shields versus the rest of the electric type meta? How is it going to stand out? Let's find out. Coming in at number 1 in the electric type meta with 2 shields is Electrode with a 57.6 win percentage. Number 2 of the electric types in the Rainbow Cup is going to be Electabuzz with a 50% win percentage with 2 shields. Ranked number 3 out of the electric types in the Rainbow Cup meta, it is Raichu with a 45.7 win percentage. Tying with Raichu at third is going to be Lanturn with a 45.7 win percentage with 2 shields. At number 5 is the big dog Raichu with a 41.8 win percentage with 2 shields. And in last place we have the poor Magneton with a 21 win percentage with 2 shields. So I've shown you the quantitative data via PV Poke, whether it's the rankings, the 13 overall, the 15 lead, the number 11 closer, or the rankings with the win percentages with no shields, 1 shield, or 2 shields. Raichu outclasses the rest of the electric types, and now I'm going to show you definitely why through some PvP battles. So let's hop on our first match against Carber13. So we did not show each other our teams before this, so he knew I had Raichu, but I'm going to be leading with Raichu and he's going to be leading with Mantine, so it's an automatic bad situation for him. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to aggro farm with this Raichu. And you're going to see some of my strategies that I run with Raichu. It depends on the time, depends on the moveset for the Pokemon. So what I'm going to do is get a bunch of energy charged up and then switch to Quag for a neutral matchup. And we're going to go neutral here. And he is going to use an Earthquake, which is going to demolish my Quag. But that's perfectly fine, because I'm going to have some shields for Charizard, and Charizard might be able to take out Quag with 2 shields. So, I'm going to use a Stone Edge here, hopefully get a shield, and I do not get a shield. So, gonna have to shield here because I know that, or gonna have to not shield here because I know Charizard's gonna need some shield. Sorry for that. And I'm gonna bring in Raichu to Thunder Punch this Quag to death. So gonna get a shield bait there. So automatically a positive for Raichu, and he's not gonna shield again. So I'm gonna go for a Wild Charge. So boom, very good damage with Raichu against something that should resist Raichu because it is a ground typing. So he's gonna bring in Fortress, and I'm gonna go for a Wild Charge here with Fortress, hoping for no shield. And he is going to not shield. So look at all that damage that Wild Charge can do to a Fortress. He's going to bring in Mantine, which is a very good switch by him. I'm going to go for a Blast Burn to hopefully draw that last shield out. And I should have technically went for a Dragon Claw first, but that's perfectly fine. And so we're going to not shield here because I'm thinking that it's Aerial Ace, and he uses Ice Beam. So very good there. The moveset was definitely bad for me, and that probably is going to cost me this match. But you're going to see how close Raichu can get to basically taking down all 3 Pokemon by itself. So I took down Mantine with Raichu. Obviously, Charizard did some work. But I have Fortress here. Boom. Going for it, going for it, going for it. Can't get to it. That should have been it, guys. So GG's in that first game. Raichu is a beast. So as you guys saw in that first game, I used Raichu as a lead, and it was so good. And honestly, it just came down to me not using that shield with Charizard. So in this game, we're going to be using Raichu as a switch-in Pokemon. So he's going to have to switch here, and I've got Charizard as the lead, so very good for me. So Charizard is going to body that Ivysaur, and I'm going to bring in Raichu to body this Mantine. So we're not going to block this so you can see what Ice Beam is going to do to Raichu. It's going to do pretty significant damage, but it doesn't really matter because I'm going to be able to take out this Mantine without really, putting much effort up, because Thunder Punch is going to demolish it, and I'm going to have a Wild Charge ready for whatever comes in, and I honestly should have Thunder Punch for another shield bait, but I went for a Wild Charge. So he's not going to shield, so I'm going to do some pretty significant damage, and I think I'm going to be able to get to another Thunder Punch, but I'm going to go for a Wild Charge to see if he doesn't shield once again. And look at that, I draw a shield. Raichu does its job, gets a shield out of the way, and takes away a Pokemon, and I've got 2 full Pokemon in the back. And Blastoise is a very good counter to Quag because of that Water Gun spammage. So we got Charizard ready for Ivysaur, and I'm going to spam this Dragon Claw to get a shield here. So he's going to shield, so basically going to be a GG here, because once I get to a Blast Burn, it's going to be a good game to this Ivysaur. But we're going to play it out, obviously, so you can see how strong this Charizard is. And I'm going to go for a Blast Burn just to be sure I knock it out, because I think Dragon Claw would KO from that point. But I'm going to go for that Blast Burn, and then on this one I'm going to go for Dragon Claw so I can just spam some Water Guns to kill Quagsire with Blastoise. So very good game, that second one by Carbear, and you can see how good Raichu is into switch-in Pokemon when you get something Switch Lock because of that Thunder Punch spam and how you can spam those shield baits. So in the last battle of this video, we are going to be running Raichu in the back so you can see what it can do with 1 shield at the end of a fight. And in this first match, we have the Ivysaur versus Venusaur mirror match. So we're going to basically try to piggyback off of him and go for that Sludge Bomb. We're going to get a second, so we're going to go for it. And then we are going to basically farm this Ivysaur for the next Pokemon. So we're going to farm and then switch into Charizard for the quick switch, and he's going to get the quick switch off for the Ivysaur. I'm going to bring in Quagsire. So I'm going to go for a Blast Burn, expecting no shield for the first one, and it's going to do significant damage. Knocks out about 40% of Quagsire's health. So I'm going to shield here because I know I can get to another Dragon Claw to hopefully get that shield bait, because he's not going to let Quagsire die without getting that Stone Edge. So I'm going to get to the Dragon Claw, and I'm going to use it. And he is going to shield. So very good job by Charizard, beasting it out there, taking on someone that it's not normally used to taking on head on. So we're going to bring in the Venusaur with the charged up Frenzy Plant, so he's got to let his Quag die. And I'm expecting either Fortress or Ivysaur back out here with a charge move, and he's going to bring an Ivysaur, so I'm not going to shield, so I can save that shield for my Raichu. So you're going to get to see Raichu versus basically 1.5 Pokemon here, and he's got Fortress. So what I'm going to do is charge up a ton of energy and then go for a Thunder Punch for a shield bait, and if he doesn't shield, I'm going to get some damage. Doesn't shield, so I'm going to go for another Thunder Punch for a shield bait, and let's see what he does. He is going to shield that one, so I got to overcharge here, a ton of energy, so I have enough. I have to shield this, obviously, because I'm going to die. I have to get enough energy so that I have 2 Thunder Punches ready, but I also have to get Fortress down low enough so that one Thunder Punch will kill Fortress, and 1 Thunder Punch will kill Ivysaur. So the 1 Thunder Punch kills Fortress, and then the 1 Thunder Punch is going to kill Ivysaur. You must run Raichu on your team, guys. You have to do it. GG's Carbear. So I presented you with qualitative and quantitative data that shows that Raichu is the best electric type in this cup. It is better than Magneton. Magneton is bad, guys. It is only good for some people because it resists certain moves because of that steel typing. Raichu is going to do the damage you need. Raichu is going to be the thing you need in the back, and Raichu is going to be that strong lead. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you learned a little bit about Raichu and the electric types in this meta. Do you have any questions? Let me know in the comments. I look forward to pumping out the next video tomorrow at about 5 p.m. Thanks for watching, guys.